and a bunch of people showed up, and then a bunch of them marched with the crowd, and then they all went, and a building got blown up, we wouldn't say like, oh, well, we don't know what the intention of the crowd was. We don't know what the intention of the leader there was. We don't know what actually happened there, because we can't divine the intention of every single individual person.
That's a ridiculous
we can say you can call it a straw man, but the idea that in order for me, okay, hold on.
Andrew Wilson immediately recognizes and stops Destiny's strawman attempt. If you don't know what a strawman is, it's a way to misrepresent someone's position to make it easier to attack. Now, it may seem obvious, but that's only because Andrew pointed it out. I've seen many debates and arguments where this tactic slips by unnoticed. Andrew himself has even used a strawman to turn a losing position into a winning one. It's a very strong debate tactic if you know how to use it. On my channel, I'll be breaking down debate tactics, teaching you how to spot them, and even how to use them in future content.
What would I need to show
then?
Wait, hold on. What would I need to show? What would I need to show? I'm not spurging, but you're not even letting me talk. You can respond to my argument. You can phrase the question as part of this.
You made an argument, let me respond, and then you can ask the second argument. I think that's fair.
Okay.
So when you're talking about this from a logical standpoint, when you say, oh, if somebody called and said, hey, we're all going to blow this building up, yes, I would agree that you could probably ascribe the motivation to it then. Can you show me a tweet or any type of anything from Donald Trump saying, hey guys, show up, we're going to do an insurrection? No, he just made this shit up.
Okay, fine, so I can. So as part of Donald Trump's speech, I'll give you 2 quotes. Our country has had enough. We will not take it anymore, and that's what this is all about. And to use a favorite term that all you people really came up with, we will stop the steal. Today, I will lay out just some of the evidence proving that we won this election. We won it by a landslide. This was not a close election. The first quote. The second quote, we must stop the steal, and then we must ensure that such outrageous election fraud never happens again, can never be allowed to happen again. When he says stop the steal, when they're at the Capitol building on January 6th, and when the election is being certified, what does stop the steal mean there?
Wait a second. So, first of all, you're attributing to Donald Trump's rhetoric here something which he may not have intended. None of that actually shows or demonstrates that he was calling for an insurrection on the Capitol. You are just kind of ascribing that motivation onto it for the purposes of convenience. You have to show me there where he calls, like your example was, if I say we're all going to show up and blow up this building, that was your example, and then people show up and do it, we can understand their motivation. I agree. You have to show me where he says, okay, guys, we're all going to show up and do an insurrection. You can't then take words that don't say anything about an insurrection and say, but I think he meant that, though.
So then just before I answer this, what